What's cracking, dudes? This is Joshy J. This is my first recording. I plan to do a series of YouTube videos talking through some of my process and a lot of thoughts that I have regarding art. Topics that I think are pretty relevant. I've heard other artists speak about it, and it's inspired me so much, and it's helped me a lot, like technical process wise, mainly mentality wise. Um, yeah, it's put me in a good space to be able to execute work, and I think a good mental space is probably, I would say, the most important thing when it comes to art. Keeping your mentality focused and clear as to where you want to go. Also, figuring out how to get there, as it's never a linear path. This is a piece that I did in one go. I usually like to do that. I like to execute my pieces in one go, if I can. Sometimes I'll leave them if they are frustrating me, but usually I like to just go and execute straight in one go. This is a piece that I did of Bugs Bunny. It's kind of a little series that I want to do. It's more a study series, like a learning curve. I really was into Looney Tunes when I was a little kid, and I used to go to my grand's house. Me and my brother used to go to my grand's house on Wednesdays, and we just used to binge watch Looney Tunes because we didn't have a TV back at home. So yeah, so I wanted to take it back to that childlike phase. I know it's really fun painting Looney Tunes, but obviously I wanted to make a twist on it, and try and incorporate a style into it. Speaking of style, that's a topic that I kind of want to discuss. Just first and foremost, before I carry on, these are totally my opinions, and it's based off other research that I've done. So it's not like set in stone, like some people might do it differently, whatever. But this is what I believe, and kind of how I go about executing my work. I feel like style is quite a big topic, especially right now, because there's so much out there that it's almost hard to come up with a unique style of your own. There's so much to pull from, and obviously everything has been done. So I know I did, in my early development stages. I was like, oh flip, this isn't good enough. I need to like redo this style, do it in a different way. Oh no, okay, I can't do it in this way. I must do it in a different way. I must do it like very line arty, or like like super vector. So I was trying to push all these different styles, and that was actually the problem right there. That trying to force different styles was actually the main problem that I actually ran into, the main wall that I ran into. Then I struggled for a long time to try and find something that resonates with me, and I think the best move I did was actually when I stopped looking. It's kind of when I would look at some of my favorite artwork, and I would be like, okay, what do I really like about this, and try and pull elements from it. For example, Trent Kanuga he's a huge inspiration of mine, and a lot of some of his artwork is really loose and free and painterly, but still has this like comic, cartoony feel, and I pulled a lot of style inspiration from that. And Marco Bucci, another huge, I'm a big fan of him. His is really abstract, also really free. I mean, he speaks a lot about the psychology of art and how and the abstraction of art, and I really gravitated towards that. So yeah, this piece of Bugs was kind of an exploration in value, also an exploration in style. So the style that I realize that I gravitate towards the most is pretty painterly and pretty loose. It's quite not going into too much detail. Kind of just putting brushstrokes of that imply value, or that imply something rather than define it. Because the abstract it allows the viewer to interact with it. It's like if I would define something with line, the viewer is like, okay, that's exactly what it is. It's like there's no participation. So I think that's why I like abstract. And also I like just being able to send it, like totally send it, just like all in one go. Just I'll think about it, I'll mentally completely engage myself before I go and execute a piece. I'll try and think of what I want it to look like, even though it never ends up looking like that. Try and think of what I want it to look like, and the feeling that I want to get from the piece. And once I feel like I'm mentally in a good space, then I feel like I'm ready to execute. And it's all in one go. So it's a total. It's almost like if this was one brush stroke, it was like one feeling that went straight through the piece, like one emotion that was portrayed in the piece. Yeah, totally off topic right now. But another thing in terms of style, another point, I would say, try and sum up your style in as few words as possible. Like try and write it down. That's what I've been doing. I would write it down, like 2 words. Like you'll notice in this piece, I keep on writing, keep it loose, just to constantly remind myself that I flow better when I keep it loose. Yeah, whatever your style might be, I would say write down 2 words that kind of showcase, yeah, what it's gonna be. Also, using reference, it can be really important, but I think there's a way of using reference. So like drawing from other artists, drawing what it is about the particular piece you're looking at that really pulls you into it. Like what is it? Like I know we look at pieces and we're like, oh, that's so amazing, and then we skip to the next one. But if we can look at a piece and be like, this is like freaking amazing, but what is it that I like really into in this piece? Like, is it the brushwork? Is it the use of contrast? Is it the color? Is it the like splatters? Is it the super defined work? Is it the yeah? What is it? And you got to define that for yourself. And once you can do that, you'll be able to pull elements that you really love from completely different artists, even artists that you think you wouldn't resonate with their work. You can pull stuff from them and be like, I can take this and I really appreciate this. And another thing is that I believe it's good to know what you don't like about an art piece as well. So I don't want to create art in this way, because knowing what you don't want in art and in life as well is probably, well, definitely one of the most important things, I would say. So yeah, and also I think last point in terms of style, I would say the artwork that you create related to who you are, like related to who you are as a person, and it's easier said than done. That's what happened when you stop trying. You almost let your inner self completely take over the art piece, and you'll find that if you meet a lot of artists, a lot of my friends as well, the style of their work and the work that they create, I've noticed it reflects a lot of, it says a lot about who they are as a person. So yeah, once you know a bit about yourself, what's important to you in terms of values, you'll be able to pull that through right into your artwork. You'll be able to almost effortlessly create artwork that speaks to who you are as a person and speaks to the values that are really, really important to you. Yeah, so cool. Those are just a couple thoughts that I have regarding style. Let me know what you guys think about this piece. I'm definitely gonna try be creating a whole lot more videos and a lot more pieces that link the psychology of art as well as the artwork itself. But I would appreciate you guys to like this video and share it with your friends if it's helped you. Yeah, cool. I will catch you guys in the next video.